Coming up this morning on Daybreak, as the world mourns the burning of Notre Dame in Paris, we hear from some around the Ozarks who have fond memories of this landmark.
And yet another area high school is looking for new leadership, making 3 schools that need different faces leading change next school year.
Plus, Missouri State is officially one of just 222 schools in the world to boast an exclusive cast of instruments. We'll talk about that and more coming up this morning on Daybreak.
Well, good morning and thanks for joining us. It's Tuesday, April 16th. I'm Lauren Barnes.
And I'm Joe Morano. Big time day coming up here that we got planned, right?
Yeah, we have a lot going on. We have a speed painter next hour.
What is speed painting, Lauren? Tune in. We'll find out.
I was going to say, I was hoping the artist was going to tell us. Yeah, I'm not the expert there.
Yeah, that'll come up. And then, of course, all your news and your weather. And pretty pleasant waking up this morning, right?
Yeah, just beautiful. And I know when the sun comes out, it's only going to get better, right, Elisa?
That's exactly how I'm feeling, right?
Another gorgeous day out there today. And then, yeah, yesterday we started out in the 30s, right? You still needed the heat in the car in the morning, but whew, nice out there. Yeah, no, it's really nice out there this morning.
How do you feel doing this job when it's nice like that?
Oh, no, I feel great. We'll leave it at that.
I don't think we have time for the story she was about to launch into, right?
No, yeah, well, I feel great.
Right.
We've got temperatures in the upper 50s this morning. It's 57 degrees in Springfield with just a couple of clouds. A very mild start. South and southeast winds at 11 miles per hour. Just a very nice, warm morning. Temperatures are running about 15 to 20 degrees warmer now than they were this time yesterday. Remember, yesterday we had frost advisories and temperatures in the 30s. 61 in Branson right now, 55 in Mountain Grove, and 59 in Ava. We have these very warm temperatures on steady south winds sustained at 15 to 20 miles per hour, gusting up to 30 miles per hour at times. You can see that gust in Joplin. Dry roads through the afternoon, green light conditions. We'll have lots of sunshine. Just grab your sunglasses. A much warmer start at the bus stop this morning, and then 79 by dismissal. Mostly sunny, breezy, and warm. Here's our severe threat, again, that we've been tracking for Wednesday night. We've got some updates and more detail on this, so we'll do that coming up in a couple of minutes.
Making news right now, the iconic Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris was engulfed in flames yesterday, suffering major damage as Holy Week continues for the Catholic Church. Officials say the fire completely gutted the interior of the historic building. However, they also say many of the artifacts housed in the cathedral made it out unharmed. On the outside of the building, the iconic spire was burned to the ground, while the outer walls and bell towers survived. Officials say they believe the fire could be an accident and possibly caused by renovations the church was undergoing. Now, people from all over the world were watching this tragedy, including right here in the Ozarks. Color 10 spoke to 2 French teachers, and they told us how they felt when they found out about the fire. Both of them had lived in France at one point in their lives.
It just breaks my heart, really, because there's so many times that I went there to, like, go to Mass or, like, for Easter that's coming up. It's just, it really is tragic.
I was immediately hurt, and it was disbelief, like, that could not happen to an icon like that.
Firefighters say the fire is completely extinguished. No one was killed, and authorities, including French President Emmanuel Macron, promised that the historic building would be rebuilt.
We have a traffic alert for you now. The Public Works Department will close the northbound lane of Business 65 in front of the Shepherd of the Hills Humane Society thrift store today at 10 o'clock to remove and replace a section of damaged guardrail. Now, the guardrail work should take a few hours. Traffic northbound will be diverted into the center lane to bypass the work area during then. You are asked to use caution if you have to drive through that spot.
And MoDOT and the Missouri State Highway Patrol want motorists to know that they will be out in full force over the weekend to crack down on drug-impaired drivers. This Saturday is April 20th, or 420 as it's been coined in the cannabis community. It's used as a day to celebrate the drug, and while it is legal in many states, it's never legal to drive under the influence of any drugs.
In a follow-up story now from yesterday, local efforts to keep alcohol out of the hands of underage kids is paying off. The Underage Drinking Task Force marked several milestones since it first began 20 years ago. Data shows more retailers are passing compliance checks. Minor in possession tickets decreased by more than half from 2006 to last year, and the rate of binge drinking episodes involving minors is also down significantly. Progress has been made, but members of the task force say alcohol still kills 5 times more youth than all other drugs combined.
And in some political news, Missouri lawmakers hope to pass a bill that would improve the state's Amber Alert system. A House committee heard the bill known as Haley's Law yesterday. Now, that bill has already passed through the Senate and is sponsored by Springfield Senator Eric Burleson.
Failed a young girl that day, and this is the result of trying to attempt to find out what failed in that system and how to address it.
Haley's Law is named after Haley Owens, a 10-year-old girl who was abducted and killed by Craig Wood in Springfield in 2014.
Today at the state capitol, more than 25 Missouri veterans, family members, and advocates from organizations that support the military community will launch a new program creating a statewide network of suicide prevention trainers to be called the Missouri Veterans Suicide Prevention Team. They'll become certified trainers in QPR, which stands for Question, Persuade, and Refer.
In your education coverage, Hillcrest High School is searching for a new leader. Gary Moore will transition out of his role as principal this summer. Little details have been released on Moore's exit. In the early years under his leadership, Hillcrest experienced strong gains in attendance and graduation rates. But this now means 3 of the district's 5 high schools will have new leadership next fall. Another principal position is open at Central, and Josh Groves from Pleasant View will replace Glendale's Natalie Caldwell, who's retiring in June. And in a local spotlight this morning, you might remember a story we first brought you last summer when Missouri State bought 52 Steinway & Sons pianos for the music room.
I knew this sounded familiar.
That's
actually.
right.
This week, MSU celebrates its seal of approval, and it is crowned an AllSteinway School. Hannah Zettel explains what that means.
That's correct, Lauren and Joe. 95% of pianists prefer playing a Steinway. That now includes Missouri State students. Missouri State is one of just 222 colleges in the world to become an official All-Steinway school.
Students, this is the instrument you will see.
The music program at Missouri State University tunes the minds of over 350 students, each of whom must play the piano. MSU has officially achieved All-Steinway status, meaning all 66 pianos on campus are handmade Steinway & Sons instruments.
We have a commitment to excellence, intentional excellence through all these instruments, and it's giving our students the very, very best, the industry standard to learn on.
Dr. Julie Combs is head of the music department. She entered the role with a dream to provide young musicians a top-tier education for a public university price.
It's been my dream to make sure that our students are served in the very best ways and they can go into their careers and into our public schools and serve other children.
Steinway pianos are handmade in New York and take roughly a year to complete. All Steinway schools must have a certified technician on campus to tune the pianos daily.
I'm listening to beat differences.
The frequent maintenance is well worth it in students' eyes.
It has just a great variety of color that I can get out of the instrument, and I think it's something very special.
As the young musicians grow into seasoned pianists, they leave MSU with both talent and passion for a dream they worked so hard to achieve.
And you know, a dream is a wish that your heart makes. And my heart wished for a better facility and better pianos for our students. And so it's all come true.
Now, if you're interested in hearing these grand pianos for yourself, the Missouri State Music Program invites the public to the All-Steinway School celebration. 2 music professors will perform on the DB Steinway grand pianos, which is the largest model the school has. The performances will take place tonight from 7:30 to 9 at Ellis Hall, room 220.
Thank you very much, Hannah Zettel, this morning. Still ahead for you here on Daybreak, Microsoft is taking a close look at workplace practices.
And the Supreme Court hears a case about trademarking brands. Your Money Watch is up next.
From Color 10 Ozarks First, Lauren Barnes, Joe Morano, and weather with meteorologist Elisa Raffa. This is Color 10 News Daybreak.